Hello everyone, welcome to today's social computing class. We will start shortly. Also, while we wait, I just wanted to remind you guys that assignment 1 is due tonight. So if you guys have any last minute question and concern, please reach out to us. I hope I'm audible, right? Can somebody please confirm?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. I want to say one more time. Today is the assignment one is due tonight. So if you guys have any question and concern regarding that, please let us know. So I'm guessing nobody has any question. I think we should move ahead to today's class. So today's class is also going to be about data collection, but it is in other different platforms that what we have seen last week, and it will be given by one of the data engineer in Cosmos Research Lab, Devash Paudel. I think it's 10 participants now, so I think Devash, you can go ahead. Share your screen. I believe you are the moderator. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Hi, Divash. We cannot see your screen, and also you are not audible. Like, Let's give Divash a couple of minutes before he join us back again. Please be patient.
I am sorry, I got disconnected, but I cannot hear or see anything. Is the screen sharing everything good? Is Diva struggling with the sharing?
Yes, he's trying. He was able to share his screen, but we cannot hear anything from him.
I apologize for the little bit of technical problem. We are having, but I'm sure Divas will solve it and be right back. Thank you for understanding.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, good.
Okay. I had to change my browser. I don't know what happened to that Chrome. I think you guys can see my screen as well, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Finally. Okay. So, it's me, Divas Podel. I'm a data engineer and researcher at Cosmos Research Center. Today, I'm going to teach about how we collect the data and how data is being, how we can collect data, as well as how we can collect data from social media site like Instagram, TikTok, and blog site and blog post like from Tech or something like that using Diffbot. So let's move to the topic that we're gonna discuss. First, we will discuss about how to collect the Instagram post using the hashtag scraper, where we provide the hashtags and data will be collected where the hashtag is mentioned, as well as we gonna collect the images and videos from that post, and we'll see how we collect the comments from the post, as well as if you want to collect the all the almost all the data from the profile of a user, we can collect using Instagram profile scraper. Then we're gonna move to TikTok search scraper uh, to collect the TikTok data. We're gonna see how multimedia data and comments data are being collected, and as well as TikTok profile. At the end, we're gonna see how blog data are being collected. Okay. Let's move to the social media data
Divash,
collection.
just one quick. Divash,
Yeah.
can you please put it in presenter view?
Okay. Okay. So, for social media data collection like Instagram and TikTok, we commonly use something called Epify, which is a web scraping and automation platform. It has a lot of scrapers where the developer has developed to collect those datas. It is very easy to use. It has interface for non-technical people as well as a comprehensive API who wants to use the API, and it is easy to build. It has the 2000 plus pre-built scrapers as well. Now we're gonna see the demo of this scraper. Let me show. So this is the Instagram. Can you guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. This is the Instagram hashtag scraper. In this scraper, we can see there are a lot of input places, and to collect the hashtag post, first we enter in this dialog box. We enter which data you want to collect, like which hashtag you want to collect. Like you can collect like football hashtag, like football, soccer, anything what you want, and you can give these in multiple as well. Let's see a demo. Let's enter football in this hashtag scraper. In this hashtag dialog box, we can mention football, and we can also mention what type of post we want. So today's lecture we are talking about only the post, so we'll script the post, and we can also mention how many posts we need to collect, we want us to collect. So this is so let's mention post as 10, and we can just start the scraper. So you can see that the scraper has ended, and we can see the result has come, and this is the text field where this is caption is mentioned. We can see the author full name, author username, actual post. You can go and view the post. So this is the post of football post. Hashtag football is mentioned here, so it collected the data. and we can see the number of comments is 0, number of likes. I think it's very recent post, that's why it's likes and comments are 0. But this is how we collect the Instagram data using API. And this is the all the fields do you want. And there are many formats that we can download the data. We can go to the this export field, and then we can download the data in JSON format, comma separated value, which is also called CSV, XML, Excel, and various other formats we can download. You can click on Excel and you can select which field do you want, or you can select the if you don't select everything, all the field will be collected and you can download, and it will come in Excel file. It's very easy and very useful tool to collect the Instagram hashtag scraper. So this is how we collect using the this hashtag field. Also you can give the JSON object to it, and you can mention hashtag. This is the predefined keyword, so hashtag will be there. So you have to mention what do you need, like we can mention soccer or basketball or anything that you want, and you can mention how many posts do you need, and also you can mention the result type. So this is how we give using the GUI. Now let's go through how we use it using the API. So API is a endpoint that helps researcher to give the data in bulk. If you want to give data in bulk, then we can use API. So this process of giving data is very tedious if there is more than like 200, 300, 300 hashtags. So what we do is that we give by API. These APIs we can give in list, like Python list, lot of data. We can give in in tuple in any other format. So there are three endpoints API provides. One is can be used in Node.js, another can be used in Python, and another you can use a command shell in crawl thing. Today we're gonna talk about how we're gonna use Python to collect the data from API. So what we're gonna do is that first we'll copy this code. You can easily copy this code, and we'll go to the Python. This is the Jupyter notebook. So in Jupyter notebook, what we can do is that we can run each cell and see the output like this. I'll give you an example of printing hello world in Jupyter notebook. Printing hello. So, so this is the functionality of Jupyter notebook. You can see each function how it works. So, so what we are gonna do is that we copied the thing, this API uh, from the API. This thing we copied from the API, and we pasted in the Jupyter notebook, so we can use Python programming to run it. And first, what we have to do is that we have to download this API client using pip install API client. I have already done that, so I will not do it again. So, and then we have to give API token. Since the API token cannot be set, so I have just used an environment variable to call that API key. So API key is stored in this variable. So I'm gonna mention that variable. Till now, any question, guys? Looks like no question. So I'm gonna move forward. Let me check. Okay. Thank you. So I'm gonna move forward implementing this method. So like similarly like before, we can give the hashtags that you need, uh, post result type post, and let's mention some hashtags like basketball and football. So this is how you give the hashtags. You can give the post, and you can give how much result do you need. And this is the actor ID. So this actor that we are using, it's called Instagram hashtag scraper. You can so Instagram hashtag scraper. And every scraper in API has a unique ID. So this is the ID of the Instagram hashtag scraper. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna run the exact code they provided. You'll take, and we can see running here as well. Here in runs, we can see it's running, scrolling the data. This is the input that we gave. You can see here as well. And so I think it's completed, and and you can see the output is given. The output, what we are doing is that we are running a for loop, so you can see the output in this format. One run, this is second run, so it's in this format. So this is the output. Let's do one thing. Let's print this output properly in pandas data frame. To do that, first we're gonna save these output, these items in a list. To do that, we're gonna make a item underscore list. First we are initializing a list, then after we are gonna store each this item in a list. So first we made a list, then we're gonna dot append. What dot append does is that we can store each item in a list. So I'm gonna run this function again. Let it run. You can see it's being running here, and it's completed as well. So let's print this list first. Item dot list, item underscore list. You can see the every output is in a list. You can print the first item of the list. It's the first item of the list. So we can see it's now the every data is stored in the list. Now we can use this to create a panda data frame, so we can see data more clearly, and we can do research on it. So let's take this list. First we are gonna import something called pandas, and we're gonna name that import as PD, so that it will be easier for us to code pandas. Then after we're gonna name that data frame as a df and pd dot data frame, and we're gonna give this list. Now we can see it's came in the pandas data frame in proper format, where you can see captions, hashtags, mentions, and all the data that we collected. So this is how we collect Instagram hashtag data using Apify. So now we're gonna move on. How do we collect the multimedia data like images and videos from this data? So interestingly, API provide us some field where the images are being stored in URL in URL format, so that we can download those images from that URL. So let's gonna see what column do we have. So so let's print the columns. So these are the columns that Apify provides, and you can see we are interested in a few columns like type. Type provides us what type of data that post contains. And another column is called display URL. So these two are very important column for us in this case. Let's see what data are those in those columns. Display URL. So you can see there are the data like image, sidecar, image sidecar. So sidecar is the data that if you see multiple images in a post, it's a sidecar. An image is a single post. So that's the difference. Let's do one thing. Print. Let's print a single URL. So we can see that df. We can do display URL. Let's do the first element is image. So we're gonna print all these value, 0 index, URL1. So we can go here, and it gave this image. Now we have the image. Now we are going to download this image. So this image is stored in this URL. So we can use Python function called request to extract the image from that URL. So we are gonna import a Python function named request. So this Python function gonna help us extract that. So we are gonna mention a variable named rest, and this request function has a method named get, and if we provide URL to it, then it gives us the image data to us. So if we are first, and then after, now we are going to check does it respond or not using status code is equal to 200. If it responds, then we are gonna get the image data. This image data is in byte file for now. Dot content. So this image data, if we print, then we can see that it's in byte file. This is byte file. Now let's save this image in a JPG format so we can actually view. So with open, let's name it as image1 img1.jpg. Let's write as a binary file. Image data. So I'm gonna save it here so you can see. So we download the image. So this is how we download the image from Instagram. So we can run a for loop and download all the data, all the images from this post. So this is how we download multimedia data. So similarly, same for the videos. We just have to change this name, like video will be v. This is our choice, and this should be MP4. That's it. Same for the videos and same for the sidecar as well. So this is how we download the multimedia data in Instagram scraper. So any question, guys? Okay. 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 Next, move to the next section. That is how we download the comments from the post. So we can see. Let's get a post first. This is Cristiano Ronaldo. We can get a post from here. So this is his post. We can download this this URL. Like post, we can. There is a scraper called Instagram. Instagram comment scraper, sorry, there's something called Instagram comment scraper where we can enter the URL of the post and then we can get the comments. And similarly we're gonna post here the post and we can mention how many comments we need and we can start this actor. So this actor will run. So it's still running. So this is the all the comments. So we got the data and this is all the comments on that particular post. You can see this is the text. People are loving Cristiano Ronaldo's photos. So you can see the text. So this is how we. So the API call is same like the previous scrapers. Is same thing. Like we have to just get this code and you have to mention the direct URL and you get all these datas and so this is how we collect Instagram comments using comment scraper, and for like Instagram profile scripting also same thing. Let's mention Instagram profile scraper. Same thing as well. So you have to mention the profile URL of the user, and then after you'll run this script and you'll get the profile data of the user. So Epify is very good. It's very consistent throughout the actors. Method is almost similar, so we can build a huge system using it. So so this is all about the Instagram data collection. So any question, guys? Uh, Okay, looks like there is no question. I'm gonna move to the. Okay, Looks like a Bishu is typing. Yeah, this API draw is, you can say, drawback and limitation as well as I think policy things. API only data we can collect, only those are public data. We cannot collect the private data. So this is the limitation as well as like some might be some compliance they have to do. So here's the question. So if we try to scrape user ID details, how details are mentioned like there are multiple images, videos, and profile. What are the private info that are protected? So if you are trying to like I think this is the similar question to Riza. So if you are trying user ID which is private, then we cannot collect the data. Only we can collect which is public. Like Cristiano Ronaldo is a public figure, in he himself has made everything public. So then only we can collect the public data. Otherwise, we cannot collect the private data. Does this answer your question, Bishu? Personal infos like oh, you are mean like I didn't understand. Like infos like their own like I didn't understand. I didn't understand the question actually. We can get which is public like the images, the caption, the comments, the number of likes. Those things we can get, but not like the age that they have entered to create the account, not the user ID. I mean, sorry, user. I mean, phone number they have entered, which is security given. But only the thing that we can see as a public, like if you go somebody's profile, we can see the things that we can scrape, but the hidden things we cannot scrape those things. Okay, thank you, Bishu, thank you. Okay, let's move forward to the TikTok search scraper. So TikTok is a little bit interesting thing in API. I'll talk that later. So let's move to the homes and TikTok scraper. And TikTok is also a similar story. We have to mention the dialog box. We have to mention what hashtag we need, and we have to mention how many posts we need and those kind of things. So let's move forward to the API call and everything. So this is the API for TikTok. Let's just copy this and see how TikTok is selected. So same thing, the API token we have to provide. So in TikTok, what the facility that Apify has given is that they download video for you. So we don't have to download video like before, like Instagram, like get the URLs and then download, and it's very slow process from the Instagram. But in TikTok, they download video for you, so the downloading process is very fast, and they even have storage as well. So I'm going to show you how they store and how we can get those data. So let's mention the API tokens for Instagram. Let's see how. Let's mention should download videos as true, as well as mention download cover. Cover photo means like you can tell it like you can think is as thumbnail of YouTube as well as the first frame. So that is the cover, and let's set that true as well. And if a video has subtitle, then we can get subtitle as well. So let's keep it as false. It's fine, but these two things. Okay. And I'm gonna store it in I'm gonna store this in list as before. uh, list dot append. Okay, let's mention hashtag as basketball. Let's mention just 10 result per post. Then let's run this. Since it's running, I'll write other code. Okay, I think it has finished collecting the data. You can see that similar to Instagram, data is being collected and stored in this pandas data frame. So for interestingly, TikTok AP5 provides something called KVS storage. This is key value storage for once you download the data. Also, this is our current run, and you can see that storage, key value storage, and they store video data along with cover photos, the thumbnails as well. So these are the video data. You can view it from here. This is the basketball video data as well as the cover photo, which is thumbnail as well. Yes. So this is interesting thing that Epify provides. So we can utilize. So since the things has already been downloaded, it's very fast to download from now on using code as well. So this is the feature that Epify provides. So uh, I mentioned it today. So let's download these images and videos from Epify KVS storage. First, what we are gonna do is that we need something called KVS ID. It's a store ID. So for this stored ID, we can get the stored ID uh, using client in client. They store this ID. So let's mention a variable name run status where we give a client. In this client object, we're gonna call the method run, and we're gonna pass ID. Now we move to the status. Show you this. Now we're gonna move to the status page. Status, and then we're gonna get the status. First, we're gonna check let's get this KVS ID first. KVS ID. Let's mention KVS underscore ID, and this run status contains that ID, which is stored as default key value storage ID. Let's print this KVS ID. So this is the KVS ID, the same ID. Using this ID, we can collect these datas. So using this ID, we can collect the datas. First, we're gonna see where the datas are. First, let's store. Then after, we'll store from the client dot key value stores, and we're gonna give key value stores, and we're gonna give this KVS ID to this function. KVS ID this function. Then after, we're gonna see all these. This is the store. This is the store. Now we're gonna move to this key to get all these key names. Let's mention it as keys. Then after, store dot list keys. This store dot list keys function has all the keys. Let's print some keys so that we can see what actually I'm saving to it. This items. So these are all the values. See, author cache, author cache. This input. We can see another key is input, and all the name of the metadata are here. All these names are here. So now using this, we can extract the data. First, to extract the data, first we have to iterate to each item to check if item is the one that we need to download or not. First, we will mention all the items. This is the keys. So we're gonna save this in key variable, all the keys. Then we're gonna store in the record variable all the records. Now we need to find the extension of these JPG or MP4 so that we can download according to it, so we don't have to define if and else things. So to see that, we have a function record dot get. Just get all the extension from the data. So this application dot octane stream function that I'm going to write, what that does is that if a file that doesn't have extension like this, it will give dot bin automatically, so it cannot gonna process those files. So this is the function that helps us do that. So we are gonna only process that is byte file and has byte functionality to it. So byte array. If it is byte file and byte array, then only we're gonna process it. Something I think I didn't save the content. Save the value in content. Okay, no, it should. Let's mention this. Let's so to know the extension of a given content type, we need something called guess extension function. To that, we can input from Python library called mimi types. So this function will help us guess the extension of this file, so we can download exact the file that we need. Yes, extensions. Let's split the content type using these inverted these semicolons. Split this type and get the first half of the file. So these parts, and then after, if it's not, then we just mention it. If there's no extension, then we're gonna mention as a bin. Let's mention file name. Give any file name like OS. This will combine the name of the file with the extension that we extracted. So we're gonna save the file here and key. This is the extension. Same like before. We're gonna save this file using opal function. Write binary as a write content function. If not else, then none. If it's not a byte file, then none. So this function, what it's gonna do is that it's gonna download the data from that KBS storage. Let's run this. You can see the data is being downloaded. This cover means the thumbnails, and this video are the videos. You can see these are the covers, these thumbnails, and these are the videos. It's really quick. You can see that it's already downloaded all the things, so it's really helpful. So this is how we download the thumbnails and the cover. I mean the video from the TikTok using the Epify's own KBS storage. And same goes for the comments as well. TikTok has called comment scraper, TikTok comment scraper, and we can download comments. And same with profile as well. It matches with Instagram. So this is how we collect Instagram and TikTok data from Apify. So any question, guys? So, so recommended videos, it depends upon the platform. Like some platform, some API crawler they provide, but usually what we do is that we use Selenium to extract the recommendation videos. But it depends upon the crawler as well. But this crawler, I don't think it provides recommended videos. This TikTok crawler. Any more questions? Yeah, actually these crawlers are built by like engineers like us. So we can actually build the crawler. We can even give to Epify. So this Epify, there are a lot of independent researchers who build and they share the crawlers. We can see this TikTok scraper is not built by Epify themselves. It's by Clockworks. It's a I think it's a private company or a person who builds this crawler. This and the Instagram that I shared, it was by Epify themselves. Let me check. Yeah, Instagram is Epify themselves, but yeah, we can build the crawlers. It's perfectly possible. Actually, in our research center, we are doing that. Like we are building crawler for Facebook. We already built crawler for YouTube API, so we can do that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Bisu. Any question from anyone? Okay. Okay. Looks like there are no more questions. Let's move to the another another. Before moving to default, let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of Epify. So Epify is very easy to scrape and automate almost any website, and it already has like for YouTube, for Instagram, for TikTok. For Instagram, TikTok, we saw demo for Twitter and all the things that we have, and also it runs on cloud. So even if your program like the one that I run in Python code, it fails, and you couldn't able to download data, it will be in Epify, and we can download those data. So it's very good, very secure. As well as if you are if you are over budget, you spend more money than you require, then they send you notifications. So these kind of check and balances are there, so it's very good. And it has you can give multiple keywords at once, so it's very scalable and can use a lot of data. Also it can easily connect from APIs like I showed, like in storage system, and it has storage like TikTok, it has own storage. So these are the advantages of Epify. So the disadvantage of Wi-Fi is that it's definitely not free. I can show you the cost for the runs. You can see this is the hashtag scraper, and it costed us $0.092, which doesn't seem a lot, but it just very less results. For 1,000 users, it cost $2.3. This Instagram scraper and TikTok scraper for pay per event. So we have to see how much it cost per event. So this is the money, so it's definitely not cheap. And also Instagram scraper, what happens is that some crawler breaks a lot, so we have to depend on them to fix the crawler before we are using. So this is one of the these are the disadvantages of Epify. Now for to extract blocks, there is something called diffbot. We are gonna talk about that. So Diffbot is a very AI-powered web extraction tool, and it creates knowledge graph as well. It doesn't require it like it you if you want there is API call, but it doesn't require coding. We can use its graphical user interface to give keywords. I mean the URL of the website to extract data. Also, it has access to a lot of billions of web pages. So Diffbot is very good for blog extraction. So let's move on to its implementation. So so this is the one of the blog website called TechCrunch. I'm gonna use this as an example to collect data from Dbot. So let's collect this. So Dbot, you have to. So this is the Dbot. After you sign in and create your account, you get this interface. And to collect the web page URL of that blog post, you have to click on this extract, and you're gonna move to this URL web page. Then after that, you have to analyze it. Click on the analyze. Now it's analyzing this web post to collect the data. So see, it has analyzed that website, and it gave you the data. These are all the datas. You can see these are the title of these videos. These are all these blog posts, and these are all the thing that it collected. So this is how you collect using the GUI. Similar to Epify, it also provides API call. This is the API call uh, code that it provides. So I'm gonna show a demo of this as well. So let me go to the Jupyter Notebooks and click on the blog. Let me go to the Jupyter Notebook and click on the blocks. And for that, let's like TikTok. I'm gonna need these functions. Let's run this function. This is the Python notebook. So it's true. That means it will work. Let's mention as a API token, the API key that we're gonna need in the future. So let's get this from this environment variable, this .env file, and I have mentioned it as a diffbot token. So we got a key. So so now we're gonna copy that this thing from diffbot, this API call. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste, and this is the token. So I'm gonna give the API token. API token like that. I'm gonna give the TechCrunch. It's already given, and I have to import this request function. Let me import here. Import request function. Let me run this. Now this is the URL and everything. Let's run and see. Text file. It's gonna run. And see, it has crawled the website and it gave lot of keys and values. Let's make it a JSON format so it will be a little bit more easy to visible. JSON. So So these are the data from the TechCrunch. So there are the website and each link of the each post. So these are all the links, and if OpenAI launches this, you can go here, you can see the images. So it's the same format like before. We can use the request function, those extension thing here as well. The same like Instagram to collect images, and it has link to the exact blog as well. So this is how we collect data from the Diffbot platform. Any question, guys? Okay, I think there is no questions. Now let's move forward to the advantages and disadvantages of Diffbot. So advantage is that like you see, like it's very good at most of the website. It can easily crawl those websites and very good structured data. Also, it has a lot of so this bot is not only blog tracking, blog collecting platform. It has NLP tools like natural language processing, sentimental analysis, like we can do knowledge graph, and a lot of things are there. But today our course relies only on the blog, so I only talked about the blog tracking thing. And also like Apify, it also has very easy to use clean API, so no heavy coding is required, and you don't have to maintain this board themselves maintain these things, so you don't have to maintain all these scrapers. Most of the advantage of Apify also correlates to Diffbot, so they are very good platforms for collecting things. And but the disadvantages are it's very expensive, and especially if you have lot of images, I'm sorry, lot of website to collect, then it can be very expensive. Also, it has like limited flexibility, like only the blog post collection or only limited sentimental analysis or NLP tools. You can create your own scraper, that will be good, but it has very limited. And also sometimes it might mix context or fail to establish. So if a website like Facebook, Instagram, those are very dynamic websites, it's very difficult for those websites to collect. This is static like blogs, we can collect easily, but it fails on those websites. So this is the disadvantage of using using Diffbot. I think in this slide I have mentioned mistake. I will just correct this. This is the disadvantage of Diffbot. Diffbot. Okay. Any question, guys? Okay. Mm, uh, looks like no question from anyone. So I think this is it from my side today. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm very grateful for it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Divas. I guess with that, we are done for today's class. One more time, I just want to remind everybody that we have deadline. Thank you, everyone.